Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In previous video we have drawn the front view of this object, isn't it? So front view we have drawn over here. Now in this video we will draw the top view of this object. So before starting, again I am suggesting you pause the video at this point and try to solve or try to draw the top view of this object by yourself. Whenever you are ready, you can continue with the video. So let's start drawing the top view. So in a top view, which two dimensions are visible? While observing from the top, we can see the length of the object and breadth of the object. So these two dimensions are visible in a top view. So we have already find the maximum length and maximum breadth of the object. So maximum length of the object is 50 millimeter, maximum breadth of the object is 38 millimeter. So if we make a light rectangle of 50 by 38, then in that particular rectangle we can draw our top view, right? So let's start drawing first a light rectangle of 50 by 38. So this is my rectangle. Let's start drawing the top view. So next step is let's identify the surfaces which are visible in a top view. So this is a small cylindrical object, right? So half of that is visible in top view and will be represented as a rectangle. So this surface will be visible in top view. Similar way, this is also cylindrical object. So some part of this cylindrical object which is lie under this cylinder, which will be hidden, and the remaining portion of the part will be visible in a top view. This is my web which is also inclined. So this web is also visible in top view. This web is also visible in top view. Right? So these are the surfaces which are visible in top view. So let's draw first this bigger cylinder which will be represented as a rectangle. So when we see from the top, this bigger cylinder will be as a rectangle of 38 by 50 because the diameter of the circle is 50. Right? So we first draw a rectangle of 38 by 50. So we have already drawn the light rectangle. So this would be drawn using visible line. So let's draw it. So this is the outer boundary of this cylindrical object that we have drawn, right? Now let's draw this cylindrical object, right? But before that, let's look at the center line. So center line will lie exactly at the mid of this 50 millimeter length. So let's draw the center line. So this is my center line, right? Now let's first draw this smaller cylindrical object, right? So the smaller cylindrical object, when we see from the top, will be represented as a rectangle. But what would be the dimension of the rectangle? So this one of the dimension of the rectangle, breadth of the rectangle is 28, and the length of the rectangle would be the diameter of the outer circle, which is nothing but 24, right? So the dimension of the rectangle would be 28 by 24 or 24 by 28. Is it okay? So let's continue. So from center line one of the line of the rectangle would be 12 millimeter on this side and 12 millimeter on this side. So I have drawn my center line. Initially, let's draw it using light line. Now the breadth of this rectangle is 28. So mark a one point over here at a distance of 28. So I have fixed the boundary of this rectangle, right? We'll make it darker later on. Let's draw this hidden circle using hidden line. So these two circles are remain hidden, right? So first of all, let's draw this circle. So this circle have a diameter 30 millimeter and breadth of this throughout hole is 38. So we have to draw hidden line throughout, right? At a distance of 15 millimeter from the center line. So from the center line, so we have drawn this hidden hole, right? Now to draw this hidden hole, which is at a breadth of 28 millimeter only, having the diameter 12. So from center line 6 millimeter on both this side, and we have drawn the hidden line up to this 28 millimeter width, isn't it? So from the center line, this would be my 28 millimeter width from 6 millimeter on both these side. So let's mark a point and draw the hidden line. So both the hidden hole is already drawn. Now we have to draw this wave, right? So this is nothing but the tangent we have drawn in view. Now we have to take a projection of that tangent, but before that, in a top view, this width of the wave is visible, which is nothing but 8 millimeter. So we take 8 millimeter light line and we draw a light line over here. So I have drawn a light line over here. So we exactly don't know where this wave is touching this cylindrical part. It is tangent to this cylindrical object, right? So for constraining the limit or for boundary, we have to take a reference of a front view, right? So we take a projection of this point, which is not exactly at the center line, and reference of this point, this 2 point as a reference, and we project over here. So we will get a boundary of the, so from center line, let's say this is my center line, it would be over here, slightly before the boundary. So this would be my boundary, and another point from the center line, take a reference of that point. So that would be over here, slightly inside the object, right? So this part of the wave is visible, but still there is this inclined wave. When we see from the top, if you take a projection of this point, so this part of the wave is visible, but this part is not visible, right? So we have to draw that part using hidden line. Similar way for this front web, this part of the web is visible, but this part of the web is not visible. So both the web will intersect at a right angle to each other in a top view, right? So let's first make this part of the web as a visible. Similar way on other side as well. Let's say this is the point. And this is the point. And whenever there is a wave which is just tangent to the object, we'll draw it open like this. Similar way, let's draw the this front wave, right? So this is nothing but joining of this two cylindrical part. So this is my first cylindrical object, this is my second cylindrical object, joining with these two from the center line having the width equal to 8. So from center line 4 mm on both the side. So let's mark that point over here. Now let's draw the hidden part of the web. So we have to extend this web up to this. Both the web are intersecting at 90 degree to each other. So we have to extend this using hidden line and extend this using hidden line. That indicates this part of the web and this part of the webs, right? Which will be hidden while observing object from the top, because it will lie under this cylindrical object. So we have to draw it using hidden line. So let's extend the web. And there will be no edge over here, right? So this cylindrical object and this web, because of its size, there will be no any clear edge over here. So we will not represent any edge over here, right? So we'll erase that. Now let's make this cylindrical object a little bit darker. So I think our object is complete now. So this is the top view of this object. Here we have slightly used a different approach, right? And this is the new part that we have discovered in this object. While there is a web which is hidden, right? When this kind of a problem is there, how to draw its front view, top view, isn't it? So this is my complete top view. Dimensioning will be done in the last part of this video. That will be the when we complete the side view of this object. So at that video we will do the complete dimensioning of the object. I hope you understand the concept how to draw the top view. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel for such more content, and we'll see you in the next video.